Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting edition here at Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network, where, twice a month we like to hijack the channel, talk all things manga, and I have a star-studded cast, panel, whatever, I'm confused. They're awesome people, good friends of mine, and I am so happy that we could all get together and talk some solicits and licenses and all that fun-esque stuff. So, yeah. Jam-packed channel. I'm joined, of course, by my good friend, the Omnibus Collector himself. Riley, how you doing?
Doing well. Having a nice evening. How about yourself, sir?
Doing okay. It's a little hectic behind the scenes, but I'm here. We're live. And down below, I got the awesome Comic Slayer, one half of the awesome Fangirls Assemble. Kristen, how you doing?
Oh, I'm good. Glad to be here. I guess I'm a manga bro now. I'll take it.
Manga, sibling, sis, awesome, whatever you want to call it, you're part of the family.
Awesome.
And last but not least, from the awesome podcast, Mango and the Champ, Adonis, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, everyone? I'm happy to be here. I'm kind of bummed that Kristen didn't grow her beard out for this, but whatever.
Whatever. I should have. That would have been great.
Just come up with a fake
the
trend.
Next time.
Oh, there we go. Freddie's in the house.
Hey,
Kristen
Freddie.
is the awesome.
Thank you.
James, the Comic Slayer on a Thursday night. Yeah.
It's weird.
Epic crossovers, folks. I'm going to have more wonderful guests in the upcoming shows, and we're going to rotate the panel and have awesome peeps. So stay tuned for that. Tonight, we're going to talk about we were going to do previews, but then yesterday, as of this video that we're doing, Kodansha announced a whole bunch of titles for spring 2022. Some really exciting stuff in there, some not so great stuff as well. And Seven Seas Entertainment did the same thing, and they announced a bunch of omnis and collected editions or whatever. So we're going to go over that and the previews. So it's a jam-packed show. If you like manga, this is where you got to be. As, of course, most of the books that we're going to talk about tonight, you can find at our fabulous sponsor, that's InStockTrades.com, where you can get your omnibus, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, and so much more, up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts tack on an extra 2% to that. And hey, if you order $50 or more in that order, you get free shipping. Fantastic customer service and wonderful packaging at InStockTrades.com. All right. With that out of the way, we got some more people rolling in. Mary M's Book Pod, thank you for joining. They're really excited that you're here.
Thanks, Mary.
That's awesome. Good
to see you, Mary.
Stacked panel, stacked show, stacked hype. That's right. Hashtag hyped. So let's get started. Let's. You guys want to do Seven Seas first or Kodansha? I'll leave it up to you guys.
Seven Seas is cool.
Seven Seas. All right. Seven Seas. They can do a little bit of everything. Some not so fancy. A little bit of fan servicey stuff. Some,
a lot of boobs. You can say it.
Lots of boobage action, if you will.
But they also release some pretty wholesome things, which is what confuses me so much about them.
Yes,
it's true. You and I both loved Goodbye My Rose Garden, and that was them.
That was
very
an
wholesome.
awesome series.
Yeah,
I haven't checked that out yet, but there's one thing that I have wanted to talk about here, but I just wanted to finish at least volume 1 before talking about it, and it's Rainbow and Black.
Oh, wait, let me highlight you.
Yeah, so this is a release by Seven Seas, and I really picked up volume 1 at Barnes & Noble because I like the cover was just kind of like, oh, well, like, what is this little thing right there? And they call it like something rainbow parrot. it's pretty silly. It's not a real animal, obviously, but the main character just finds him on her way home after being fired from her job. So she's feeling really down, and she picks up this little animal thing, and she's just down on her luck, kind of feeling bummed. And it's like a cat that can speak, and it's just such a wholesome little series. Like at one point, there's like one chapter where she goes off to work, and her mom calls her while she's at work, and she goes, I forgot what she names him. I think she names him like whatever the Japanese word for rainbow is. That's what she ends up naming him. And she goes, he won't shut up. And then So the mom puts her on the phone, and the only thing that he says is "Have a good day," and then he stops crying. So it's adorable. It's wholesome. I love it. I'm excited to read volume 2, and it's just one thing that I haven't seen anybody talking about. And the only reason I picked it up is because sometimes I go to Barnes and Noble when I'm bored, and I just browse things that I don't know anything about. And this is one of the things that I found that I was pretty excited. Well, the lighting is really bad on my face, bro. Zoom out.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. It look fine. Anyway. StreamYard does 720, so it's all right. Don't worry about it.
Right. Well, I just wanted to share that because, like I said, I bought it a few weeks ago, but I read half of volume 1 and I hadn't gotten to the second half. But I was like, you know what? I need to finish the first half of volume 1 so I can recommend at least volume 1 before today, and I did, and it's fantastic. Nice. So, if you guys want like a nice slice of life about building a bond with like a pet, a little animal, it's fantastic. I love it.
I wrote that down. I'm 100% buying it.
Good. Let me know if you like it.
Chris is saying, I was hoping the Azuki app they dropped would have all their chapters included. So much stuff is not complete. I think it's a work in progress. They're probably gonna add chapters as users start subscribing and things get rolling. But I'm pretty sure they'll add stuff. I haven't subscribed yet, but I do have the app downloaded on my phone, and it functions really great. I like it, but I haven't subbed yet.
Same here. I'm waiting to finish what like the series that I'm in the middle in before
Shout out to Philip.
Hey, Philip.
Hey,
Philip. Join the party.
What's up, buddy?
So, 7 Seas, they got a lot of stuff, and our good buddy James in the chat is pointing out that they are updating their solicits right now. They're tweeting about stuff, so we're going to refresh this tab in a little bit and see what they got going on. But they started announcing a bunch of stuff. I'm going to go over this one real quick. We have 7 Seas licenses, groundbreaking Until I Met My Husband novel and manga. So this historic memoir by activist Ryosuke Nanasaki recounts his first experiences as a gay man while searching for his soulmate and eventual marriage, the first religiously recognized same-sex wedding in Japanese history. From school crushes to awkward dating sites to finding a community, this collection of stories recounts the author's first as a young gay man searching for love. Dating isn't ever easy, but that goes doubly for Ryosuke, whose journey is full of unrequited love and many speed bumps. But perseverance and time heals all wounds, even those of the heart. This moving memoir by gay activist Ryosuke, blah, 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 blah. So you get the picture. Until I Met My Husband, essay novel for the first time in North America in a single large trim edition on June 2022 and will retail for $15. What do you guys think about that book?
That sounds adorable.
Wholesome.
Yeah, that's my jam.
I like that it's based on actual things that happened in real life, and it's not a made-up story or anything like that. I like that. I dig that. I want to read it.
I probably won't. I won't buy the physical, but I'm glad that I know it's around for whenever there's a digital sale going on.
Oh, yeah. So we got that. We also have, I assume this is filled with a lot of fan service, mastered by a mistress, 7 Sea licenses, Survival in Another World with My Mistress, light novel and manga series. Kosuke suddenly wakes up alone in a vast forest, so this is essentially an isekai manga, that clearly isn't anywhere on Earth. Now he has to find some way to eat, drink, and survive. Luckily, Kosuke also has the power to craft using a special video game menu. Oh, I hate that. That allows him to harvest resources and build whatever he can imagine. However, every time he goes to sleep, he's attacked by one of the many non-human races of this world, all of whom despise humankind. Enters Sylphie, the beautiful dark elf who lays claim to Kosuke and vows to protect him. After all, she's taken him as her property. Two strikes right out of the gate. Personally, I hate that it sounds so generic, and also the video game mechanic and all that mistress stuff. I dislike that, so I'm not going to be checking this out. This comes out March 2022 for $15.
This is the dark side of 7 Seas.
Yeah, I mean, you get wholesome stuff like what we read earlier, and now this. I just don't like when they rely. I don't mind isekai stuff. I said that many times on YouTube, but I hate when they do the whole video game thing. Like, I would rather a character, fine, you're going into another world, at least don't have that mechanic and rely on your wits and physical abilities and whatnot. Instead, you're giving me game-breaking mechanics for, I don't know where that came from, and apparently hooking up with a dark elf mister. I don't know, whatever.
What I think the reason, I know this is not this type of video. This is just what I think it is that they make their money off of all the ecchi stuff so that they can release things like that probably won't sell well, like Rainbow and Black, without losing too much money. So you take the good with the bad.
Yeah, definitely. So this is part of the Ghost Ship imprint. If anybody's wondering, they've got an imprint for light novels. This one's for more mature readers, and the regular imprint for the regular manga. Next up, I do want to check this out. I love witches in manga form. This is 5 seconds before a witch falls in love. It's a Yuri manga. Solitary witch Meg likes to be mischievous and make trouble in the forest for her nemesis Lilith, the witch hunter. But when an altercation goes sideways and Meg turns Lilith into a cat, a cascade of unfortunate events means Witch is now responsible for saving Witch Hunter. Sparks were flying between these antagonistic ladies before what will their relationship be like after this catastrophe? This manga, 5 seconds before a witch falls in love, comes out in February 2022 and retails for $14. What do you think of this one?
This one was made for me. I mean, there's cats, it's gay, and there's witches.
And there's witches. Perfect.
And I just finished reading A Witch's Love at the End of the World, which
let me
had all of
highlight you
those
for a
things
second.
except cats.
That's a gorgeous cover.
Yeah, there's only 3 volumes. It was great.
A witch's love.
Witch's love at the end of the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say something a little less wholesome. I was gonna say it sounds like adorable with a splash of ecchi, similar to what we were talking about earlier, Gio. How there's so much ecchi stuff, so that you'll get some wholesome love out of it if you're willing to put up with just a little bit of fan service. That's kind of what it sounds like to me.
Next one we have here is I'm kind of interested in this one. The Haunted Bookstore, Gateway to a Parallel Universe. Ever since she was 3 years old, Kaori has lived in a bookstore where the boundaries between the mortal realm and the spirit realm are blurred. Her adopted father, who lives with her in this magical space, is a spirit himself. One day, Kaori comes across a bleeding young man who has stumbled into the spirit realm just as she did when she was a small child. Though the young man is an exorcist who has vowed revenge against all spirits, Kaori decides to embrace kindness and help him find his way back home. Haunted Bookstore comes out in March 22 in single volumes editions for $12.99. I don't know, but I really dig this. This is by Shino Bumaru and Medamayaki. Never heard of them before until now, but God bless.
I definitely catch an anime adaptation of that.
Yeah, this definitely seems like a 12th episode anime that I would watch. I dig it.
I love bookstores and books and the spooky element. I'm into this.
Mm-hmm. At bibliophiles and fans of Japanese ghost stories, sign me up. Yes. Here we have another one that sounds a little weird, but I'm a huge fan of arcade gaming. I might read it, but I mean, it's not my... I don't know. I'll read it for you guys. Winning Combo, 7 Seas license, The Girl in the Arcade manga series. A Japanese high schooler gets a part-time gig at an arcade where he's pretty much ignored by everyone. People even start calling him an NPC because of the way he blends into the background. All that changes when the gorgeous, larger-than-life Yaegashi Nanora barges into the place and demands his help learning the ins and outs of the arcade's trickiest games. It isn't long before she suggests they start going out, beginning a summer full of arcade fun and simmering sexual tension. The Girl in the Arcade comes out in March 2022 for $14.
That took a turn,
right?
Because I was gonna say, like, I feel like this seems like a high score girl
but
just
older.
a little bit different. And then all of a sudden they're like, and sexual tension. I'm like, oh, whoa.
I mean,
I feel like there's
there's
going to be boobs in the arcade for sure. There will be
Sounds-
boobs in the arcade.
Yeah.
Sounds like the dream, to be honest.
I think they added everything sounds great up until the last sentence, so I'm thinking they may have added that to spice things up. I don't know. Maybe it was a little bit too normal for 7C, so they
I could see that.
Kinda-
So whatever magazine it was picked it up was
Yeah.
like, you got a good pitch, but like, you got to give us something more.
We need to zhuzh it up a little bit.
Here's some boobs. Can I get published now?
Here we have a cute rom-com. I'm a wolf, but my boss is a sheep. You know, I'm all about the anthropomorphic game. Wolfman Ogami is a salaryman at a mattress and bedding company whose co-workers are all sheep. Normally, this lone wolf keeps to himself, but his job in this new department is both a blessing and a curse. Ogami has a crush on an adorable sheep lady supervisor, and it appears to be more than just a case of mere puppy love. I'm a wolf, but my boss is a sheep comes out in February for $12.99.
I blame B-Stars.
I
blame B-Stars.
I will read this. Did you guys see the Netflix show that's being announced that they're all like in furry costume? It's a dating show.
Oh yeah,
What?
yeah.
No,
It's like a blind dating show. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
it's nightmare fuel, but I kind of want to watch it.
It's totally out.
And they're normalizing furries, I think. Hopefully, people don't get too weirded out by that.
So before we move on, just because this reminds me so much of Paru. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but Paru had a manga. I don't think it's been translated to English like officially yet, but it's called Bota Bota.
Oh, I read it.
Oh, did you? Okay, I'm not. Of
Yeah.
course you did. You're a Paru fanboy. Did you guys read it, Riley and Kristen?
No.
No.
Well, anyways, so it's like it's actually like low-key like insane. Like I picked it up on like the recommendation of a YouTuber, but it's about this girl right here, and it's so Pauru in nature, but it's all about this girl that gets like these massive nosebleeds every time that something dirty is around her, like anything filthy, whether it's like actual dirt or whether it's like impure people with impure thoughts. She just gets these massive nosebleeds, and it's so interesting to see Paru's work translate from B-Stars into humans because she is so talented, and her style is fantastic. Like the story itself is pretty mid, but like I just love watching her draw, like seeing her drawing. So if ever it does get translated, if you guys are curious about it,
I'm pretty sure it will. I read the series more like a horror parody or something like that, because there are a lot of freakish elements to it, especially when she gets involved with one of the co-workers and stuff like that. I don't know. It had a weird horror vibe to it in some areas.
I could see that, and then to rebuttal that, I would say more of a horror comedy, because some of the things are terrifying, but you're like, oh my god, this is kind of like she bleeds all over like dates that she goes on, and it's kind of funny, but it's grotesque, and she's like, this happens all the time, I'm sorry, I hope you don't mind, and the guy's like, never mind, but really it's his fault because he has bad intentions, and her nose picks up on that. I don't know, like I said, it's Paru, great art, comedic,
she's awesome.
kind of horror, and I enjoyed the 8 chapters. The whole time I was saying, like, what am I reading? But I'm gonna flip the next page and keep going.
I really do think with the success of B-Stars, all her work is eventually going to be translated. So, yeah. We do have a super chat real quick from John Lover 1. Thank you so much for tuning in. Show full design tees you wear now with full screen. It can wait a little bit, John. Give me a second because we're going through this, but I'll get back to it. Thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. But we'll get back to it. Don't worry. The next manga here is Classroom of the Elite. Sorry. Students of the prestigious Tokyo Metropolitan Advanced Nurturing High School. It's a long name. are given remarkable freedom. If they can win, barter, or save enough points to work their way up the ranks, Ayana Koji Kiyotaka has landed at the bottom of the Scorned Class D, where he meets Hori Kitazuzune, who's determined to rise up the ladder to Class A. Can they beat the system in a school where cutthroat competition is the name of the game? Classroom of the Elite comes for the first time February 2022. Retail price of $14. This sounds not bad. I kind of want to read it.
I feel like I've heard. I feel like I've heard about this in the past.
It's based. It was an anime based on the popular psychological drama light novels that inspired an anime. I've seen that anime around, but I haven't actually watched it. But I've seen it on the streaming services.
Same. Okay, that's where I know it from then. Just probably from like scrolling through streaming.
Yeah.
Nuns with guns.
Yeah, this is another ghost ship. So hang tight. Nuns with guns in Gunbird Sisters or Gunbird X Sisters, I don't know, or 10 Sisters, whatever. Mature rated Yuri manga series. In a decaying Gothic city, warrior nun Dorothy is tasked with hunting down and slaughtering supernatural creatures. A member of the elite Crimson Sisters, she seeks to rid the city of the vampire population that plagues it. One fateful night, she encounters a wounded woman. I'm pretty sure she's going to be a vampire, only to discover that she has there we go. She has fangs and a strange parent. Dorothy offers the half vampire her best and only chance at survival: become my pet. Oh boy. Together, Dorothy and Maria will dive into the secrets of the heart of the vampire scourge that threatens to overwhelm their home. This manga comes out, Volume 1, in March 2022. This sounds like an M-rated female version of Hellsing for some reason. I don't know.
I could see that. Well, I mean, Hellsing's already M-rated on its own.
Yeah.
Like a lewd female version of Hellsing.
A more lewd Hellsing.
I think they just should have called it Nuns with Guns. I'd be more likely to get it if it was called Nuns with Guns.
I agree.
They used the Trigon,
the Punisher cross thing.
The Punisher cross, yeah. So moving along, there's a lot of titles, so I do apologize. I'm going by pretty quickly. Seven Seas has the most heretical last boss queen from villainess to savior, light novel and manga series. Bright Royal Ivy is only 8 years old when she realizes that she's been reincarnated, destined to become a future wicked queen and final boss of an ultimate game. Basically a dating game, for anybody wondering. She's got it all in this new life: razor sharp wit, boss tier powers, and influence over the kingdom as crown princess. Determined to sow despair and destruction across the land, wait, what kind of rotten feature is that? Princess Pride decides to drop the maniacal villainous plan and protect the male love interest instead, cheating her way to saving everyone she can. Will this final boss end up earning the adoration of her kingdom? The light novel and manga, the light novel comes out in February 2022 for $15, and the manga comes out in March 2022 for $13. What do you think of that?
I'll be picking it up.
Apparently, this is an award-winning Otome Isekai series. I had no idea. This is the first time I'm reading about it.
My two favorite genres.
But I do like it that they're playing around with the tropes. It's an Otome game instead of a regular fantasy world, and she's supposed to be the villain, but she doesn't want to. Reminds me of the other anime that came out, Next Life as a Villainess. Maybe it is tied to it. I don't know.
I do like how long manga titles are becoming. They're very Panic at the Disco, and they just keep adding words and words and words.
Here's another one. My Next Life as a Villainess Side Story Girls Patch anthology. So this is a spin-off from My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom, which is a manga or a light novel that became a manga that became an anime. And anime aired last year. I actually really enjoyed it. It's really fun. Fans already love the romantic comedy franchise about Katarina Kleis, a woman from Earth reborn into an Otome game. So this is essentially original manga stories about Katarina and her lovely ladies setting the boys aside to explore deeper relationships with each other. So side stories for that series. This comes out in a single large trim edition on May 2022 for $15. I do recommend it. It's actually pretty fun. It's not. It doesn't have any fan service. It's mostly Yuri-esque romance, and it's actually pretty fun. The characters are funny. Here is another Yuri manga series. This one's actually interesting. This is Hello Melancholic. Asano Minato is a tall but stooping first-year high school student, though she's an awesome trombone player. She does everything she can to fade into the background. Despite her best efforts, however, Minato catches the attention of her bubbly and charismatic upper-class woman, Hibiki, who wants Minato to join the band she's forming at school and won't take no for an answer. Will Minato be able to let go of the past and play in a band again? Can polar opposites harmonize through music? Slow jam your way into this Dulcet Yuri series. This comes out in February of 2022, retailing at $14. I like the premise for this. It's fun.
Yeah, I'll get that. I like that wholesome Yuri nonsense where like they just gaze into each other's eyes and nothing else happens. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. More of that.
Yeah. I envy that lifestyle.
Just sounds adorable. Good for them.
We got another ghost ship. I do apologize. This one's even worse. 2.5 Dimensional Seduction. I have no interest in real girls, so claims Okumura, the president of the school's manga club. He's a typical otaku obsessed with a sexy fictional 2D manga character known as Liliel. Then this new school year starts, and a real 3D girl named Lilisa, whose passion is cosplay, joins the club. Lilisa convinces Okumura to become her photographer, and guess who her favorite manga character is? Not only that, but Lilisa is into modeling the fetishy stuff. The boundaries between 2D and 3D start to blur as this hot-blooded romantic comedy unfolds. I got nothing. 2.5 Dimensional Seduction comes out in February 2022 for $14.
Yeah, it's always weird, like how sexualized these characters are, but they're still like in high school.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's the main demographic, unfortunately, that they're
that's just
reading those books. But
point.
yeah, here we have Dream On license of Sheeply Horned Witch Romy. This is an offbeat dark fantasy. The world has changed. Everyone has fallen into a deep slumber except the sheep, plus a sheep-horned witch and her senpai. And now monsters are closing in. Why are the only people still awake two teenagers in love with each other? Find out in this beautifully illustrated, unique, dark fantasy. This Sheeply Horned Witch Romy comes out in March 2022 for $13. I actually want to read this. This reminds me of like a JRPG or something like the Catherine video games or stuff like that. That kind of aesthetic. I don't know. Seems like it could be fun. Doesn't sound too weird. This one is actually pretty hilarious. I like the premise for this one as well. The Muscle Girl Next Door.
Sign me up.
College student Daria isn't a big guy. He's thin and kind of scrawny, and he's a little self-conscious about it. But when he bumps into Ruby-san, a totally cut lady who can haul massive logs around, he thinks she's the epitome of macho coolness. And it's more than just admiration or even envy. He's immediately smitten by her. Watch slight Daria chase after the buff and sexy Ruby in this charming modern love story. I will be reading this. This sounds fun.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Have you guys seen Fire Force? Like Maki is more muscular than any man I've ever met. Yes, like this is what I'm here for. I'm gonna jot it down. Give me a second. I need to jot this down.
This comes out in June 2022 for $14. By the way,
Is she like lifting him on that cover? Is that what's happening?
yeah.
Love that.
So.
Love that. It's perfect.
I hope she beats him up. Good stuff.
That's a different kind of book.
All right, stop. You're embarrassing me.
So next we have here something really awesome, and this to me is a highlight of the whole 7 season announcements. We're finally getting Daisuke Igarashi's Witches, the complete collection in an omnibus format. I am super psyched for this. This is from the same creator as Children of the Sea. So if you like that series, you're really going to dig this. I actually started reading it a while back and stopped and thought, oh, I'll wait for it to get picked up. And here it is finally. The description reads, on a visit to the capital of a small country in the far west of Asia, a British girl named Nicola falls in love. The object of her affections is Mimar, a young man who works at a bazaar, yet despite her attempts, he doesn't notice her. Back at home in England, the ache of her unrequited love festers. After years spent obtaining wealth, fame, and the secret of the world, she returns to the bazaar to exact her deadly revenge upon Mimar and those he holds dearest. This story is just one of many in this dramatic collection, which features tales of witchcraft across the globe and even in the far reaches of outer space. Originally published as two volumes in Japan and the winner of the Japan Media for Arts Festival Award. Now you can own the entire series in English for the first time in this beautiful omnibus release. The art, and by the way, the art is stellar. If you've never seen it, I really enjoy the art on this. Witches comes out in March 2022 for $20.
I'll get it.
Yeah, I think you'll like it. It sounds kind of wacky, but it's worth it. It's about witches, but in a more serious tone.
I'll wait for Riley to tell me it's good.
Okay.
I look forward to the
I won't read it. I'll just get it and then like tell you it's good, and then you can read it, and then I'll just listen to you tell me to read it.
It's going to be in that 10% of Riley's unread books that never changes.
Next up here is my dear friend Nokotan. Torako thought she had a successfully buried wild past to become a normal high school honor student, with none of her classmates aware of her delinquent roots. Nice. But that all changes when she discovers Nokotan, a new transfer student with antlers, tangled up in power lines and being attacked by birds. Is Nokotan an elk, a girl, or something in between? Whatever she is, Torako may regret helping her, since Nokotan can smell the former delinquent on her. That's a weird superpower. Now a punky past and a monster girl have crashed into Torako's life in this hilarious and chaotic high school comedy. The first volume of my dear friend Nokotan comes out in March 2022 for $13. This sounds like manga version of Sweet Tooth, but with no drama.
I was just going to say it's the Sweet Tooth manga I've been waiting for.
I was gonna say it's a manga version of the Fall Out Boy music video for Sugar
Yeah.
Going Down.
That's it.
That's a deep cut reference.
I love it. I love Fall Out Boy.
All right, we got another sleazy manga. Brace yourselves. The weakest contestant in all space and time. Hitomu is a young guy with no goals or dreams. He goes to work, comes home, sleeps, and repeats. That changes when he's abducted by a god and forced to participate in a gladiatorial tournament to find the weakest being in all of space and time. After Hitomu loses repeatedly, he's set against 4 weakling opponents to fight to the death, but he finds a way to escape, breaking out his fellow losers: a ghost boy, a slime girl, a useless robot, and a bug monster. Now fugitives on a hostile planet, the 5 weirdos must rely on each other. Alone, they can't do squat, but together, they just might be able to survive. The weakest contestant in all space and time comes out in May 2022, and I changed my mind. I actually do want to read it. It sounds hilarious and awesome. I want to check it out.
I do.
I like it. Pairing 4 dumb people together to make something happen and become heroes. Hopefully.
I like those wacky plots, those borderline absurdism.
Yeah, I could see this being funny. Ghost boy, slime girl, useless robot, and a bug monster. This screams
It's
Thor
the stream.
Ragnarok vibes.
It's the stream.
Yeah,
I won't say who's who. That's all,
Am I the slime girl?
bro. I said I won't say who's who.
I'll get the ghost boy, I guess.
I'm the ghost boy.
Here we have another Yuri manga series, but this one's in color. That's pretty
Cool
rare.
color, wow.
Cute.
2 college students with a shared dream and opposite paths collide. Will their ambitions bring them together or pull them apart? Haruka has abandoned her dreams of the theater, but finds herself still haunted by memories. Meanwhile, Nao chases her aspirations for the stage head on, refusing to back down or let obstacles obscure her way. When the lives of these two women cross, despite their contrary feelings, they end up entangled as romance sparks between them. This is a monologue woven for you, and it's a full color manga series. Volume 1 comes out February of next year for $15. Sounds pretty simple, and that could be a great thing for a manga, in my opinion.
I agree. And I would love to see this get adapted, like similar to Horimiya. Simple doesn't mean bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see them adapt it and make it a black and white anime and just confuse everyone.
There's too much chaotic energy coming from Comic Slayer over here.
I think this is the last one. I don't know if somebody in the chat will correct me. I'm refreshing the page. Yeah, looks like the final one. We're gonna end it on another Ghost Ship imprint. It's Just Not My Night. Tale of a Fallen Vampire Queen. Powerful world-conquering vampiress Manamir is on the verge of world conquest. But when a teleportation spell goes awry, she finds herself stranded on Earth. Not only has she been flung into a world that's not her own, she has lost the very power that defines a vampire, the ability to drink human blood. Unable to steal energy from others, Manamir has to make ends meet somehow, which is why she ends up working part-time at a convenience store selling smokes to bikers while trying to grasp the subtleties of Earth life. Maybe she make more money selling her panties. What?
Dude, this sounds exactly like my life.
Okay, it's Just Not My Night. Tale of Fallen Vampire Queen comes out in April 2022 for $14. Volume 1. So there you go.
This is a plug. If anybody's interested, message me away from the stream.
Got it. So that, as you can see, are all the recent announcements from Seven Seas. Now we're gonna go into the Kodansha stuff, which doesn't have descriptions as the Seven Seas stuff, so we can go by that quicker. Spring 2022, they got a bunch of stuff coming out. As you can see here, the Seven Deadly Sins, Four Nights of the Apocalypse. This is a sequel, right? The series can be read on its own or as part of the Seven Deadly Sins experience. So you can read that. They also have Island in a Puddle from Kei Sanbe. I'm not going to read that, sorry. Here we have A Galaxy Next Door from... I mean, if you guys want me to read it, I'll read it, but, you know.
It's okay.
Galaxy Next Door by Guido Amagakura. A wild romantic series from the creator of the hit manga and anime about food and family, Sweetness and Lightning. Desperate manga artist called on to support his two young siblings, meets a new art assistant, but her arrival isn't just a small step, it's a giant leap. Sounds like a drama rom-com. Phantom of the Idol from Hijiki Isoflavone? I don't know, I butchered that. Sounds pretty funny. Idol stuff. It's perfect for fans of My Dress-Up Darling, Kiss Him, Not Me, and Horimiya. The fact that they're recommending it based on fans of Horimiya means I will check it out because Horimiya is awesome.
I was just gonna say the exact same thing. Like as soon as you said that, okay, I don't care. I don't care what it's about. I'll check it out.
Yeah, this is the story of a lazy male idol ready to quit or get fired, and the peppy poltergeist who brings him back from the brink and rocketing to the heights of stardom. This madcap musical comedy, blah 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 blah.
That's fine. Horimiya is about
so it's
a goth boy, about a goth learning to have friends. So like, cool. Similar. Someone with no friends learning what it's like to have. Cool. Yeah. I like that. Cool.
Yeah. So apparently the girl is a ghost. That's the twist here. So yeah. One Dance. I don't know, by Coffee comes out. This is a boy named Kabuko sees a girl named Wanda dance and suddenly burns with a need to join him. With its thrilling scenes of Japanese hip hop dance and quirky, charming characters, this is a new inspirational manga for fans of coming of age stories like Blue Period and Your Lie in April. Sounds cool. I like it.
I'll only watch it or read it if she dies.
You don't get a lot of Japanese hip hop dance culture in manga or anime, I think, so that's pretty interesting. This is one of the big highlights of the evening. Welcome back, Alice, from the famous Shuzo Oshimi. Famous for a lot of things: Flowers of Evil, Blood on the Tracks, all that fun stuff. Yohei, Kei, and Yui are childhood friends, and things get complicated when Yohei witnesses Kei and Yui in an intimate moment. But when Kei unexpectedly moves away and returns a few years later to reunite in high school, he seems to be a bit different. Knowing Oshimi, it's going to get wild and crazy pretty soon.
So this is something that I've been reading for a few weeks now, and this is my first Oshimi title. So it's kind of interesting seeing that the translation is called "Welcome Back, Alice," because in Japanese it's "Okaeri, Alice." And 14 chapters in, like, I am genuinely intrigued. Like, every single chapter is something that I flip through like instantly. Like, it's good stuff. And again, this is my first Oshimi, and Gio, we were talking about this earlier, but like, having read this, like, I want to consume everything that's Oshimi, because apparently everything that he does is similar with a spin. So I really dig this, and this is a fantastic series. You should definitely give this a shot.
Excited to check it out. This one, we heard from our buddy Nelson that it's not as great, but he's still interested in it because it's Oshimi. It's about, what is this called? Devil Ecstasy. Noboru Kusakabe is an 18-year-old virgin college student who developed a trauma for big breasts. Sorry. I moved the page. My bad. Desperately wanting to lose his virginity, Noboru and his friend discovered a mysterious brothel called Devil Ecstasy. Although he was nervous about his first experience, Noboru is thrilled by a beautiful girl with small breasts named Meruru, whatever, who holds a scary secret about the brothel. This seems like an erotic horror thriller.
This sounds like Oshimi turned up to 10, so it'll probably sell well.
This one sounds interesting as well. Sensei's Pious. Is it Pious? Pios?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pious? All right, thank you. Pious Lie by Akane Torikai. Mizuzu Hara is a 24-year-old high school teacher. Her peaceful days of instructing her students begin to change with the advent of her friend Minako's fiancé, Hayafuji. What happened between them? A dramatic story about sexual inequalities that lie between men and women. I don't know. Sounds pretty interesting.
It sounds like a go either way. So
here we have Blackguard from Ryo Hanada, a new dark fantasy from the creator of Devil's Line. The world is suddenly overrun by monsters called shoujo, and anyone who is bit by one is infected with a mysterious virus which turns them into the same being. To defeat this shoujo, humans live in aerial cities and form units called guards. Nanao Minami, also known as the Blackguard, fights but without regard for his own life. What is his motivation, and why does he want to die so readily? From the creator of Devil's Line. Yeah, read that. And more Omnis, although not like Marvel and DC Omnis, but still. Tezuka collections here are getting new omnibus editions for Apollo's Song, Princess Knight, and Ode to Kirihito. From the Harvey Awards Hall of Fame inductee, these classic titles are back in print in an all-new format. Each title will now be one-volume complete omnibus editions for the first time ever, and new covers by renowned designer Peter Mendelssohn. So, if you want to build out your Tezuka library, you probably want to grab these 3 omnibus. Here we have The Shining Sea by Koji Suzuki. A young woman who attempted suicide by drowning has lost her memory. Her lover, a young man, is on a pelagic tuna fishing boat. What happened between them? From renowned author Koji Suzuki, the creator of the Ringu series. Sounds pretty intense.
I'm not familiar with it, to be honest.
This is Akira Art of Wall by Katsuhiro Otomo, a unique artifact, reproduction of an art project inspired by Akira and carried out with the involvement of the original creator. Rare collectible. This is one of the most important and popular manga, yada yada. The complete 200 bucks, whatever. So this is essentially a thing that they did, and I think it's still available to be viewed. It's an art display, so it got shrunken down to collectible, sort of a art book. I don't know. I've never been to Japan. I haven't seen the wall. So apparently it's like an art piece on the Akira manga, whatever. And that's it. Kodansha, smaller lineup here, but definitely I think the highlight is Welcome Back Alice, in my opinion.
I agree.
That's the one a lot of people are excited about, and we'll probably check it out. So between Seven Seas and Kodansha, what do you guys think? Which one had the better material solicited or licensed?
I'd say Kodansha personally.
I don't remember what it was called, but I remember freaking out about something during the Seven Seas panel. So I'm gonna.
Oh, the mosquito lady.
Yeah, that one.
You went goo goo gaga over that.
We all remember.
I didn't, but I knew I remember. Okay, whatever. Anyway,
The internet will remember.
Mom, don't watch this, please.
Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, obviously Seven Seas just license whatever the heck they want, and Kodansha seems to be more about quality over quantity from what I'm looking at.
I think there might be like one thing from Seven Seas. I don't even remember which one was the most intriguing to me. Maybe one thing I'd pick up from, but here, the Tezuka books, the Oshimi books, maybe the one by the creator Devil's Line, the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Like, there's a lot more of these that I'm actually interested in picking up. So I'm gonna give it to Kodansha, but Kodansha also was the kind of a letdown because there was no Tokyo Revengers and there was no Blue Lock.
Yeah.
That's
James Geo Seven Seas just posted another series, Correspondence from the End of the Universe, and another one called Space Oddity. I'm not gonna highlight them because whatever, but thank you, James.
They may never stop.
They may never.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Go
I'm
till
looking
the
at
end
their
of time.
Twitter. One is about an offbeat sci-fi workplace manga about a spaceman pinning for Earth and the fiance he left behind. And I'm not seeing Space Oddity, but yeah, I don't know. So let's move on from that because that is all for next year. Let's talk about the stuff that's coming out this month, July 2021. A lot of cool series, a lot of cool stuff. Let me highlight the screen again. Let me remind you guys that I am going to use Right Stuff because everything is displayed. I'm a little tongue-tied, sorry. Displayed properly. Yeah, does not reflect the views and opinions of the Omnibus Collectors Network. Here is the stuff that's coming out. So we got Sachi's Monstrous Appetite, Volume 3, Orient, Volume 3, Shaman King, Volume 3, Omnibus, sorry, Fire Force, Volume 23, Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie, Volume 5, Laughing Under the Clouds, Volume 2, Futaribeya, Volume 8, I Shall Survive Using Potions, Volume 4. By the way, if you guys want me to stop on any of the books here, let me know.
I've heard Shikamori is supposed to be actually kind of like an adorable series. I've been kind of going down the rom-com rabbit hole lately, and one of my friends said that Shikamori's Not Just a Cutie. It has kind of like some cute moments, some cute rom-com moments.
Nice. Potions. Yeah. Shikimori sounds interesting. I'll read it in a little bit. I Shall Survive Using Potions, Volume 4. One of the best isekai stories of all time from Japan. Yes, I said it. It's Descendants of the Bookworm. This
But
is
can
a
she beat Goku?
phenomenal, beautiful series that I highly recommend. I cannot recommend this enough. Just an excellent exercise in world building and wonderful characters. There's an anime of it. There are light novels. It's a long series. Strap in. You're going for a wild ride. It's a great wholesome show. I highly recommend it if you want to check it out.
But is it better isekai than Space Jam?
Yes. For me, it is.
Adonis's mind is just blown.
And Space Jam's an isekai, and my life will never be the same.
It is an isekai, yeah.
I
Western
didn't
isekai.
think within this, Riley. Disney, you need to make a TikTok about this.
I was like, these are the best isekai, and I started with like Inuyasha, and then I went into like a comic, and then I went to like The Matrix, and then I ended it with Space Jam.
I love you and I hate you for that because that's so fucking perfect.
So yeah, don't check out Space Jam. Read Ascendance of a Bookworm or watch the show.
Excuse me?
Basically, it's about a girl that she died on our Earth and she got reborn as a young girl in another fantasy type world. There's no gaming mechanic or anything. It's a fairly simple life that she gets born into, but unfortunately, she inhabits I believe it was the body of a young girl that was dying, and
That's right.
she sort of takes over from there, and you just follow her life, and she's a bookworm. All she wants to do in life is read books, and the twist here is that this new world does not have books accessible to people. They're more for the bureaucrats and nobles and all that stuff. So now her dream is to make a book and read it and spread the love of books around. And you get a lot of insight into commerce, and there are magical elements that get thrown in, but it's not in your face like any other isekai. And the main character, she's just a sweetheart. I cannot recommend it enough. I'm serious. This is an A+ series for me.
I've read the first volume and I loved it, so I
Yeah.
really need to get the rest. It was great.
Nice, thank you. Somebody has read it. Thank you.
I watched 3 episodes and I enjoyed it, but it was one of those things where it's like I forget that I'm watching things.
Yeah, no, I get you. That happens.
but Gio recommended me Overlord, and I finished it. So
We're gonna review that on my channel because that's an anime. So yeah,
I
Looking forward to that.
recommended
I
you
got you.
Space Jam, so
I watched Space Jam when it came out. It was a long time ago.
you're
Whoa.
challenging all my beliefs. I'm not ready for this.
I'm gonna come back with some more isekai. Like, another one I showed was The Wizard of Oz. That's right.
Stop this. Stop.
Yeah, I mean, what's the Mark Twain book?
Oh my god!
The kid in the Connecticut kid and whatever. the court.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm blanking on his name so bad.
The Yankee kid in the Kingly Court or whatever the hell the name of that book is. That novel. That's an isekai.
That kid was even in the Fairly Odd Parents. Why am I blanking on his name? Tom Sawyer.
I don't know. Maybe.
You know what? This is a topic for a different stream.
Hold on. Now I got to look for the stupid name.
Chris Fabian.
A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. That's the novel. That's an isekai.
That is Gundam Build Fighters.
True.
And it's the first Gundam Build Fighters. It's not Try, but I love Try just as much as I love Gundam Build Fighters. It's some of my favorite shonen.
Moving on with the list here, we got Snow White the Red Hair, Volume 14. Love Me, Love Me Not, Volume 9. Idle Dreams, Volume 7. Moriarty the Patriot, Volume 4. Ore-sama Teacher, Volume 29. My Hero Academia Vigilantes, Volume 10. Queen's Quality, Volume 12. Platinum End, which just got a teaser trailer for its anime adaptation. Comes out in October, I think. Volume 13 over here. Dr. Stone, Volume 17. Opossums? Is that how you say this?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I just read the series. I don't know how to say it.
Apostines.
That's awesome. We're the experts here, folks. That's great. Opossums, Volume 7. The Gray Man, Volume 27. Undead Unluck, Volume 2. Her Royal Highness Seems to Be Angry, Volume 1. This is another great isekai series that plays around with the tropes and whatnot. The Saint's magic power is omnipotent. I do recommend it. I just finished watching the anime adaptation, and it was really lovely. Another solid series. Great Pretender. This is the manga adaptation of the excellent Wit Studios anime that debuted last year on Netflix. So if you like the anime, maybe you'll check out the manga. But it's Wit Studios, man. That art is impeccable. But still, got a manga adaptation for that. And let's go on to the next page. Next page. There we go. Oh, boy. All right, I'm going to go by a lot quicker this time. Jesus Christ, look at that. All right, Devilish Darlings Portal Fantasy, whatever that is.
Already got a pre-order.
Die Dark Volume 2. A fantastic series from Q Hayashida.
That first volume was really, really good. So I've been really looking forward to getting the second one. I can't wait to grab that.
Those first couple Die Dark chapters, they just hit different.
If you like Q Hayashida's art, if you like Dorohedoro, you'll be right at home. But this time it's even more chaotic, and it's in space, and even nastier and more disgusting. But it's still wholesome and unique. I think I did enjoy Volume 1 as well.
The same can be said for the same can be said for Devilish Darlings Portal Fantasy manga.
Sure, yeah.
I gotta jump off though at this point. So
you can't jump off. You can't jump off. You're sitting down.
Riley,
but
teleport.
For Riley. Before I go, the requested shirt shot.
Nice.
Cool. Nice.
Everyone's looking at the shirts. All I can focus on is the thighs. That's on.
So, Riley, since you got to head off, where can people find you on the internet?
YouTube, TikTok, Instagram at the Omnibus Collector. Those who have been following what I do, and I've been talking about a Hirohiko Araki video that I'm working on. I finally got the last piece in the mail that I needed before starting. From Japan, the paperback of BT the Wicked Boy, which is one of his early works. Finally got it in the mail today. So after this weekend, this is my birthday weekend, so my family's coming in town, and then after they leave, I'm going to start work on that video.
Happy birthday.
Great. Thank you.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
We love you.
All right, fam.
All right, take care, man.
Peace out, everyone. See you on the next one.
Yep. And then there were 3. Also, shout out to OmniDog, who joined the chat for some reason on a manga show.
Very strange.
Yeah.
So, but the real development is Riley's not here, so now we can go wild. Okay.
Sure. Within the constraints of YouTube, sure. We don't want to get demonetized or dinged, so
we just need some more muscular women to show up. Then you'll really go wild.
Kristen, you're my new favorite Omnibro member.
Yes. Yes.
So this is this because I know Kageki Shoujo has an omnibus, right? I don't know why we're getting a volume 1 unless this is a spin-off from that.
I've never
give me a second here. Manga volume 1 features story and art from Kumiko Saiki. Is this the same series? Kageki Shoujo. Yeah, it is. The Curtain Rises manga omnibus, one thick trade that came out. So I think this may be the sequel or something like that, because I'm already seeing a volume 2 solicited from Kageki Shoujo. All right, interesting.
Good stuff.
It's a musical or stage drama series, if I remember correctly. She wants to. The Watanabe Sarasa wants to play the role of Oscar as part of the Koka acting troupe, an all-female group. Yeah, so it's a school of musical and theatrical arts and idol stuff. So yeah, art looks gorgeous. I do recommend it just on the art. Next up is Super X Heroes Volume 3. My Little Pony. I did not know that was a manga, but apparently it is.
Super X Heroes is Gio's favorite anime from spring 2020.
No. Which one?
I'm kidding.
Oh, don't confuse me. Because I'm already confused by the pony. I didn't know they had a manga too.
I'll be real with you. Summer 2011 or 2012. My sister loved My Little Pony so much, and we hung out like every day that summer watching My Little Pony together. Friendship is magic, and that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, let's keep going.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
All right. I'm not making fun of it or anything. It's just weird that it's a manga. I did not expect that. This is a comedy series right here. Muscles Are Better Than Magic, Volume 2. Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, Volume 13. Basically the granddaddy of modern isekai. Topu GP, Volume 5. This looks about bike racing. Kind of cool. The Great Yahi Will Not Be Defeated. This has an anime debuting in a couple of weeks. Looking forward to that. Yuri Is My Job, Volume 7. Kimagure Orange Road, Volume 5 is coming out. Same with Soul Eater, Perfect Edition, Volume 4, hardcover. These are the 1.5s, right? Of the regular editions. Not exactly 2 volumes in one. I do like Soul Eater.
Similar to Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And side note, Yuri Is Also My Job.
There you go. Card Captor Sakura Clear Card, Volume 9. Heaven's Design Team. I love the anime for this. Easy 5 out of 5. Really enjoyed it. One of the most wholesome shows that you can watch. On I think it was Crunchyroll that has it. Bungo Stray Dogs, Volume 19. Days on Fez, Volume 2. This one's about rock festivals. Music lovers going to rock festivals. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious, Volume 3. It's a funny isekai manga. Horimiya, which we mentioned earlier. This is a great rom-com, Volume 15. In Another World with My Smartphone, Volume 2. Love and Heart, Volume 2. The Maid I Hired Recently is Mysterious, Volume 1. No matter how I look at it, it's you guys' fault I'm not popular, Volume 18. Slasher Maidens, Volume 3.
That previous title is literally every YouTuber's life ever.
Yeah. I find it funny that it has such a long title and Volume 18 of it.
And it's hella relatable.
Yeah. Slasher Maidens, Volume 3. A Terrified Teacher at Ghoul School, Volume 10. This looks pretty fun. Here we have To Save the World. Can you wake up the morning after with a demi-human? All right. Volume 3. The Vampire and His Pleasant Companions, Volume 3. Pretty Boy Detective Club, Volume 1. Fly Me to the Moon, another excellent rom-com, Volume 6. Case Closed, Volume 79. That's awesome. I once dreamed of owning all of Case Closed. I don't know if I can do it. It's too much.
I'm just gonna be the first person.
And it's not ending anytime soon. So
One Piece still has more volumes.
I know, but at least with One Piece, you get the 3-in-1s or you get the box sets. This has none of that.
You're right. But One Piece is still better.
Here we have Splatoon Squid Kids Comedy Show, Volume 4. Rine from Rumiko Takahashi, Volume 40. Devil's Candy, Volume 1. This looks cute, but I believe this is a Western author doing a manga, so it's pretty interesting. Battle Angel Alita, Volume 1. This is a new printing. I don't know the exact trim size. I think it's a smaller edition. But they're doing that along with Sailor Moon. They're adapting it in a regular edition cheaper price so that people can jump in and grab it. So you don't want to, if you don't want to spend on the box set, this is another nice alternative for a classic action manga.
That's actually really, that's a great thing that they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't regret getting rid of my hardcovers, but
No, you had them, right? I forgot about that.
no, I got rid of them a while ago. But I would
Yeah.
definitely consider picking up a much cheaper version that's smaller than the hardcovers too. So that's awesome on them.
It's only $9, and you get an updated translation and all that fun stuff. So maybe I'll buy it as well because I ain't got no room for box sets. So who knows? Next up, we got Mars Red Volume 1, Gal Gohan Volume 8, The Hidden Dungeon Only I Can Enter Volume 3, The Invincible Shovel Volume 1. It's an isekai about somebody that I think he got reincarnated into a shovel.
Which is it's everybody needs to read The Invincible Shovel. I haven't read it yet, but I will read it. And if you read it with me, I'll give you $100.
I'll read it with you.
All right, I'll read it.
You get $100.
Perfect.
$200, buddy.
No,
Let's do
what? You don't count, Gio. You don't count.
All right. It says
Kristen, you get $100.
Thanks.
The strongest miner in the world, Alan, can reduce mountains to rubble with the swing of his trusty shovel, a legendary tool that grants him immortal life and can blast through the strongest foes. So, RPG elements and whatnot. I thought it was an isekai. It's not. Anyways.
Final Fantasy Shovel.
The Breaker manga. This is, I believe, a manhwa. Let me check real quick. This is from... Yeah, this is a manhwa, and apparently it's pretty famous too. And I do apologize. I'm going to butcher this name. Jeon Gyokjin, and art by Kamado. So yeah, Stitch and the Samurai Volume 2. This is awesome. I love that series. Battle Angel Alita Mars Chronicle Volume 7. Heavenly Delusion Volume 2. Fate Grand Order Chaldea Scrapbook. One of my favorite series that everybody should read, To Your Eternity, Volume 14. Continuing that awesome series. The Quintessential Quintuplets, Volume 14. I believe this is the final volume. LDK, Volume 16. Rent a Girlfriend, another excellent rom-com, Volume 7.
What's LDK? I can't tell from that picture. Is that... okay, it looked a lot looter when it was smaller. I can't tell if that's like a wholesome rom-com.
It's a summer full of love for Aoi and Shusei.
Okay, never mind. Well, anyway, Rent a Girlfriend is fantastic. If you guys haven't watched the anime, it's only 12 episodes. It's
oh gosh, what did I do? All right, yeah, it is. What the heck am I doing?
Gio, you broke it.
Damn it! I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Let me speed things up. Solo Leveling Volume 2, A Sign of Affection Volume 3, The Whole of Humanity Has Gone Yuri Except for Me. It's a pretty appropriate title for tonight's stream.
I'll read that.
Eden's Zero Volume 12, The Witch and the Beast Volume 6. This is a great series that everybody should check out. Basically, Harry Potter slash... Saitama. What's the One Punch Man? One Punch Man and Harry Potter mixed together, and you sort of get Mashal.
Why is that Kodansha? That sounds like such a Viz title. It's on the Viz app.
It's Viz, I think.
But this is a Kodansha announcement thing.
No, I'm reading the solicits for everything that's coming out.
Yeah, you're like 25 minutes back.
Yeah,
life is weird.
Oh, it's Viz. Yeah. Shonen manga.
I don't know what's happening anymore. Everybody watch Rent a Girlfriend with me so we can all just simp over anime girls.
There we go. We also have Go With the Clouds, North by Northwest, Volume 5. Ruby Official Manga Anthology, Volume 5. Beastars, one of my favorite manga, Volume 13. Hell's Paradise Jigokuraku, Volume 9. The New Gate, Volume 6. This is one of my most anticipated manga of the year. Number 5 from Taiyo Matsumoto. I cannot wait for this. You got Children of the Whales, Volume 17. Sue and Tai-chan, Volume 3.
I love it so much.
This one's extremely adorable.
You're talking about Sue and Tai-chan? Is this about a cat?
Yep.
Oh my
And
god!
a senior cat and a kitten.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Stop! I need
It's
this.
the best ever.
It's Sue and Tai-chan.
It's from the Cheese Sweet Home.
I
Author.
have
There
never.
we go. Yeah. Cheese
Is
sweet.
this literally about two cats living together?
Yeah.
I
Don't
have
do
a
this to me
million
because
links
this
open.
sounds like
I'll
the
read it later.
perfect. This sounds like I have never been happier in my entire life. Like this is better than this is a better moment than like when I was born. I am going to read the entirety of Sui and Tai-chan.
It's so
Sue
good.
and Tai-chan.
It's so good.
Look at me. This is how serious I'm being. I will read all of it in less than 24 hours. So
Don't believe it.
subscribe to my channel and I'll give you a good review.
I don't believe it, but if you do it, that'll be awesome.
Try me, bro.
Here we have She Professed Herself, Pupil of the Wise Man, Volume 1. The Dangers in My Heart, Volume 1. Cutie and the Beast, Volume 3. Otaku Elf Manga, Volume 2. My Senpai is Annoying, Volume 5. The Ancient Magus Bride, Jack Flash and the Fairy Case Files, Volume 3. Uza Maid, Our Maid is Way Too Annoying, Volume 1. Shed That Skin, Ryugasaki-san, Volume 2. Sounds pretty creepy. Gacha Girl Core, Volume 1. The Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting. Sounds pretty funny. Sherry or Cherry, My Destiny, Cells at Work, Volume 6. I believe this is the final volume because it does have a box set coming up. Pleasure and Corruption, Volume 4. Kaiji, Volume 4. We got another Garfield character. Here we have Little Leo.
I'm so excited.
I really want to check this out. Let me read this description real quick. 2-year-old Leo is not your average house cat. One day he notices his young neighbor Tatsuru on his way to elementary school, and then he decides to follow him and enroll himself. After finding his own backpack and school equipment, young Leo realizes that anything Tatsuru can do, he can do as well. And
Yeah, he
best of
can.
all, since he is a feline, he can do it all with style and flair all on his own. Leo can go to school, live on his own, find a part-time job, or even be a chef. Eventually, Leo's life is full of wonderful memories, but it could have been taken away. It could have taken a very different turn, if not for those who loved him. This is from Denpa. I want to read this.
I
Little
pre-ordered that.
Leo,
It's happening.
it sounds dope.
I mean, look at him.
Yeah, he's look at that little guy.
Look at him. Standing up like a human. Come on.
And I believe this is hardcover. I remember sharing pictures on the Facebook group. It is hardcover and it does have colored pages from Moto Hagio. And yeah, Fat Michael, Cheese Sweet Home or Setsui, whatever I was talking about earlier.
Wonder Cat.
Lil Leo. We got a bunch of Garfield-esque.
So many great cat. I mean, this one though, nonfiction. It's so good. With a dog and a cat, every day is fun,
Yeah.
and
That
it
one-
is. It is
What
fun.
that book? What is that book?
With a dog and a cat, every day is fun.
I thought that was the description. Okay.
I mean, it also is.
It also yeah. It does have an anime, by the way. I haven't
heard
watched
that.
it, but
I will look up that anime, but also I'm gonna say that while Lil Leo sounds amazing, I don't think that anything in my book will ever beat the description for Sui and Taichi, and I just need to get that out there.
It's so good.
I am so excited. I didn't know this existed. I didn't know this existed at all, and I am so
You
excited.
should talk
get
to me
it.
more. I talk about it all the time.
Kristen,
I really
all
do.
right. Okay, all right.
Be my friend.
All right. Okay. Girl, I've been trying. Okay, I've been.
Have you?
I tried before I left Facebook, but make a Discord and we'll chat. Okay, I'm
Okay.
only on Discord at the moment, but we'll
All
chat.
right.
Okay?
We'll make one just for cat books. No joke.
you can make a cat channel. Cat,
You're my best friend.
Did you know that my cat is on Twitter? They both are, and she's about to reach 12,000 followers.
Okay,
I'm just
what?
saying.
What's her name on Twitter?
At One-Eyed Willow.
Oh,
That's
I remember
awesome.
Willow.
Yeah.
I remember, Willow is a fucking adorable. I'm sorry,
She
I can't
is.
swear. Willow is adorable as heck.
Don't get us demonetized.
I'm trying not to, okay?
Thank
But when it comes to cats, I can't. You know, I'm gonna go get my cat. And
You're a cat dad.
Oh.
Yeah, bring your cat. Yeah.
She's going to be so mad at me for waking her up, but I'm gonna wake her up.
Oh, should I bring some cats?
Yeah,
I'll have my
sure.
husband bring me a cat.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a 30-second intermission just to bring cats.
All right, I'll keep reading some
I'll
names
stay.
while you get the cats. The Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest, Volume 4. Sweat and Soap, Volume 7. Saint Young Men, Omnibus, Volume 6, hardcover.
Oh man, those are great. Have you read any of those?
I want to. I just haven't had the opportunity yet, but it sounds
They're
fun.
they're nice too.
I'm standing on
someone's
a
bringing
Million
me a
Lives, Volume 10. It's another.
Hi,
recent
Gio.
one. Yo,
That's
how you doing, buddy?
And hi, other guy that I don't know.
He's not even there.
Okay.
Here's Buffy. Buffy, you want to be here? She's like, no.
Real mad about
Oh. I mean, the cat
Adorable.
dad's not even here, so that's sad.
Oh, but,
You can stay on my shoulder.
it. Like, Dad's
no.
making raw
The cat
chicken.
dad is always here. Okay.
Here she-
And,
look at
Here's
that.
Buffy. Here's Buffy. Who do you have?
this is Athena, and
Aw.
she's a little Russian blue baby.
Oh,
She doesn't like to be held for too
Buffy,
long, so
stop hitting her.
she's going to run away in like a second. Just like, oh, there she is.
oh. Buffy also hates being held. She's very mad about this.
I gotta feature the cats. There we
Feel
go.
her. Oh,
Look at that. She can co-host the show. I don't even have to do anything.
look at those paws.
Yeah.
This is the best stream ever. This
There
is the
you
best
go.
stream ever.
Thanks. What?
Try to get Willow.
Is Willow asleep?
I haven't gone up to see her yet, so
Oh, okay. Well, if you want.
I'll take a look at it.
Well, if Willow comes by, I'll super chat like $100. Okay. Anyway, we love cats here, and Gio has dogs, but I think Gio's dogs are bigger than
No
him.
one
So
saw me not fall?
Leave, Reed.
So finishing off the list here, we have Avatar. I did not know Avatar had manga. The Last Airbender, Suki Alone. Captivated by You, manga hardcover. Cirque du Freak, Omnibus, Volume 3. Cocoon Entwined, Volume 3. Great Priest Emotep, Volume 10. Carnival, Volume 12. Raw Hero, Volume 5. City Manga, Volume 12. Asadora, which is another awesome series from the wonderful Naoki Urasawa.
So good.
Volume 3 is out. I believe in Japan they have Volume 5 or 6. So we're right up there. This is awesome that we're getting these titles so quickly. Boys Run the Riot, Volume 2. Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest, Volume 8. I'm in Love with the Villainess, Volume 1. Seaside Stranger, Umibe no... whatever, that. The Demon Girl Next Door, Trapped in a Dating Sim, The World of Otome Games is Tough for Mobs, Volume 1. Berserk of Gluttony, Volume 3. And I think that's it. Let me check. Real
I
quick.
personally love Berserk of Gluttony.
What?
I don't know what it's about, but it sounds pretty badass.
Don't show a butt.
No. Demonic.
We'll get demonetized.
Demonetized.
Is that
Oh,
Willow?
Willow. This is Willow.
Oh my
she's-
God, Willow! Hi,
gonna make
hold on,
me-
I gotta make my thing full screen.
Oh,
Hi,
Willow.
Willow!
Look at
Oh
them.
my God!
Oh,
You-
precious.
Listen, Willow needs a TikTok.
Oh, you know what? I should.
Willow needs a TikTok. I
should.
love your cat.
She has a lot of Twitter followers. Right,
Okay.
Willow?
Well,
I don't go on Twitter often. I go on TikTok more than I go on Twitter. I've tweeted once in the past year.
How many followers did you say?
She's almost at 12,000.
That's
That's
awesome. I did
Yeah.
not know that.
Cute.
Yeah.
I love cats so much, man.
Author and doesn't even have that shit.
Yeah. Reed always says he's a published author and he does not have that many followers.
Reed, it's
She
because
means
you're not a
everyone.
cat. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
to you.
you don't look as cute as she does. Sorry.
What?
Reed, if you were furry and like four-legged and like a cat, then you'd have as many followers.
Yeah,
Probably
you're
even
not a cat.
more. Yeah, but
That one, but
It's true.
To be fair, if he was a cat and he was a published author, then he would
Oh,
probably have just as many
Yeah,
followers.
you need to be a cat and a published author. Willow will publish a book one day.
Honestly,
Honestly, we're kind of working on something.
Kristen, you guys really need
heard
to
it
do
here
like some,
first.
you need some kind of like like what's it called, a fan letter, a community, what is it called when you get like an email blast from like a certain
Like a
author.
newsletter.
That's the
Yeah.
word. Get that, find that, make that, and I will sign up. And I hope
Okay.
I see so much cat content on top of comic books.
We'll follow her
from
on
Reed.
Twitter. It's definitely there.
I
Yeah.
just did,
Good,
and
good.
I expect to follow back. It's Mandalorian YT. I don't
Okay, you got
tweet a
it.
lot. I
You
don't
got
tweet
it.
a lot, but like the only time I tweeted recently is like when Miura passed away. But otherwise, I don't really tweet. I just kind of creep on everything.
I get that.
I love Willow.
so
I love Willow. Oh my
turns
god, she's
out-
so sweet. Look at Willow. This is Willow stream now, Gio. Please stop.
I know.
Sorry, Gio, I
know.
can make her go away if you.
No.
There's a celebrity in the
These are the last 4 titles that you're seeing here: Blue Giant, Penguin Drum, Akashic Records, Osun Idol. Whatever. That's the end of it. I'm tired. I've read a lot of stuff tonight.
Fine.
Yeah, you've been talking a lot. I don't know what Penguin Drum is, but I literally heard the title Penguin Drum on a podcast earlier today, and they didn't really go into detail about it.
Yeah,
but it's just kind of weird that like for the first time I heard it today, and now it's like a solicit is coming out pretty soon.
there you go.
Now I have
So-
to look into it and see what it is.
Out of, I read a lot of stuff. Out of everything that I read, what are you guys excited about to read or get from the month of July?
I mean, definitely Lil Leo for me.
Lil Leo. That's
Soon Tai-Chin Volume 3 for sure.
Like I didn't know Lil Leo was a thing, but like now I need to find it.
I will be checking
I
out. Personally, I will be checking out Asadora. Lil. I don't know if I'm going to get it, but I will read it digitally. What is Dr. Stone? Obviously, I'm a huge fan of that series. Number 5, guys. Seriously, number 5. I will do first impressions and talk about it. I love it. It's a great premise. Beastars, obviously. Mashal, I'm reading it on the Shonen Jump app. I do recommend it. It's pretty fun. Eden Zero's fun too. Render Girl, I do enjoy. Pure Eternity, that's one of my favorite manga right now. Ongoing. What else is there to talk about here? Battle Angel Alita, I'm tempted because I don't want to get the box set. And yeah, that's sort of. That's about it. Did I miss anything? Oh, and Die Dark. Definitely get Die Dark, Volume 2.
I haven't read the second volume of Die Dark, but Volume 1 is such a trip back into Q Hayashida's style and ambiance. But it's sci-fi instead of fantasy, and Q Hayashida just kills it every single time.
Yep,
So-
she's great.
If you even have like a passing interest in Dorohedoro, give Die Dark a try, because it's just absurdism turned from if you're like, hey, absurdism from 1 to 10, Die Dark is like a 15, and it's fun and exciting and funny. That she excels at that, so definitely give it a shot.
By the way, before we wrap up, Seven Seas is still announcing books. They just tweeted out another one. It says here, brand new license announcement. They just got their hands on Darling in the Franxx by Code 000 and Kentaro Yabuki from To Love Ru. This mature-rated ghost ship manga version of the hit anime about a post-apocalyptic world is coming in a 2-in-1 omnibus. So if you want to read Darling in the Franxx instead of watching it, that is going to be out next year, right? Let me check. Volumes 1 and 2 will be released March 2022 for $20.
I love Darling in the Franxx, but I will only pay for this if they change the ending.
If they change the ending, yeah. Ben Drake, Boys Run the Riot, Volume 1 is really good. I'm looking forward to Volume 2. I read a little bit of the preview that Kodansha put out, and it looked interesting. I want to read it. Solo Leveling Volume 2. Yes, I'm going to switch over to digital because I ain't got no room because that's a long series, and I have no space for it. But I will be reading that.
It's so good though. Like I'm amazed that solo leveling was a webtoon for so long.
Where can I read it? Because
So far only like on like so the beforehand before it got picked up by manga publishers, it was available legally on the Webtoons app. All you have to do is like put up with like ads here and there. I haven't looked into how to read it legally recently online. But volume I think we talked about it earlier. I have only read volume 1 physically, and it's just so good. For like, it's not, so far at least, volume 1 isn't like anything that's like mind-bendingly special or anything like that, but like this dude starts off as like a bit of a like he's just like a little weakling dude, and by the end of volume 1 it's like, well, he earned his stripes and he's strong now, so now we're only going to see him get stronger. And I'm interested to see if volume 2 and onward is going to be on Comixology, because I haven't looked into it. But
that's a good point.
Yeah, like I genuinely am. I'm on board for solo leveling, and I'm excited to see where it's gonna go from here, because it's such a good book.
It is on Comixology.
There you go. Cool.
So I'll probably read it digitally. We made a video. I want to say like a couple months ago, Riley and me talking about solo leveling. If you want to go learn more about it, you can watch that stream. It's a fun show. It's a fun series. Cleveland Brown, it was a choice between solo leveling and One Piece to buy physically. I chose the latter. Yeah.
Cleveland Brown, I'm going to keep it real with you right now. You made the right choice.
There you go.
And Kristen's smiling because I know that they just went live recently talking about One Piece. What was the arc that you guys, was this Sabaody?
Fishman Island.
Fishman Island. Sabaody comes right before Fishman Island, but
I'm going through the journey for the first time.
Girl, are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
It is amazing. So yes, pick One Piece, enjoy the ride, and then come back and let us know how much you love it, because One Piece is forever my favorite.
I really do need to keep going with that. With the manga, I stopped at Skypiea, and the anime I stopped at Enies Lobby or whatever it was.
That's fine, which is fine. I recently I was confronted with should I reread the manga or continue reading other manga that I'm currently in the middle of, and I decided to watch the anime through Hulu, and oh my god, I got through East Blue.
No spoilers.
No. I got through East Blue arc, like so far. So next is the crew about to get to the Grand Line. I have maybe 2 episodes to go before they get to the Grand Line, and every single day, I am caught up with the manga. I am caught up with 1,017 chapters of this stuff. But One Piece still continues to blow my mind and always be my favorite. And that's never going to change. I love that stuff so much. I love Luffy.
He's never not like funny and wholesome.
He's a force of nature.
Yeah, he's like the strongest guy ever, and also like an idiot. I love that. And also
like the sweetest boy to ever exist. Like, he doesn't have an unwholesome bone in his body. Cleveland
it's the best.
One Piece box set number 4 coming soon. Cleveland, if you don't pick it up, I'm gonna be so disappointed in you. But also, like, if you don't want to pick it up, that's fine too, buddy. Don't worry about it. Like, One Piece is just amazing every single day, every day of the year.
I do recommend for you guys. I I don't know, Kristen, if you watched the anime or not. They made HD versions of the starting series for East Blue and what was the following arc?
Skype. No. With
The crocodile
CP7. What's the little island called? The
with
one that Vivi's
Can't
from.
think of it
Vivi.
either.
The one that Vivi's from.
Yeah.
Alabasta.
Alabasta. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, so they remade those two arcs in high definition because the series at the time, because it's so old. I mean, it's not so old, but you get what I mean. It came out in 1998, 99, or something like that, and it was
season 1 started in 99.
Yeah, it was 4:3 aspect ratio, and eventually after Alabasta, the series switched to digital, and eventually 16:9 and all that fun stuff. So they remade or they remastered the first two arcs in HD, and they look gorgeous. You can watch them on Crunchyroll if you're subscribed. They have it there. And they made a compilation movie in the modern art style that Toei's doing.
I was hoping you wouldn't say that. While the compilation movies are fantastic for a recap,
it's a fun recap.
It's a recap. Keep that in mind.
but
It's not the best way to
I
experience
know,
it for
but the reason I recommend it is for manga people to, and they don't want to invest on watching the show. You can watch the recap movie, and it actually looks really nice. The art style.
Which is exactly why I chose the words. It's not the best way to experience One Piece for the first time. Like I love One Piece to death, and I like if somebody absolutely wanted to watch the recap movie to get into the series, fine. But if you want to enjoy the series the way it was meant to, watch the recap movie after you have either read that saga, or after you have watched that saga and for some reason you want to go back and revisit it, you know?
Yeah.
But there's a lot missing from I haven't watched the Grand Blue recap from beginning to end, but I have fast forwarded through it, watching like 30 seconds at a time, and then like spamming the right key to see what's going on. It's fantastic. The animation is fantastic, but you miss a lot of detail when you go through it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And One Piece is all about the little details. Like One Piece is forever about the little details.
So speaking of One Piece, I'm very interested in the Fangirl series of episodes. We're pretty much wrapping up here. Kristen, where can they find you on the internet?
Well, every Sunday I'm with Maddie on Fangirls Assemble on this channel. We're usually on at the same time as this show. I will be on Jess's channel, Omnidogs Vault, this Saturday, also at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Nice. I will be tuning into that. Mango, Adonis, where can people find you on the internet?
You guys can find me at the Mango and the Champ podcast here on YouTube. You can also find me on Mandalorian YT here on YouTube. The only problem is that I am really, really lazy. So when it comes time to editing my own videos, I don't really do it, and that's why I don't upload.
You have to. Sorry to interrupt. You have to like one take and just go with it, or maybe do live streams.
I have a very specific idea in mind for what I want my channel to be, and it's not that I don't know what I want to do, it's that I'm too lazy to do it. One more thing, I just have one quick question for Kristen. How far? So I know that you and Maddie wanted to do a One Piece read through within a month at the start of the year. How far did you guys actually get?
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember. It was not far. You know, I didn't know about One Piece before starting it. You know, a lot of shonen, you can just fly through those volumes. Yeah. And that's what I was expecting. Yeah. But then suddenly, no, it's pretty dense, really. So I was like, oh no, I cannot do this. This is not like One Punch Man. This isn't like Chainsaw Man. We breeze through that. I'm like, this is not the same.
I read One Punch Man in like 3 days, which One Punch Man is amazing.
I love it, yeah.
But One Piece is a lot more dense than One. You don't remember exactly like how far you got into it? Was like, do you remember what arc you got into it? Like,
I'll have to go back to that and look. I
Okay.
really can't remember but
don't
it
worry
was
about
not
it.
far.
I'll
Not far
look back. I'll look back to like January and see how far the fangirls got into it. I was just curious if you remembered. But basically, if you need any encouragement, Kristen loves One Piece. If she's made it this far,
It's true.
to some degree.
It's true. Out of what 1,000 something volumes, we're at like 600 something.
Thank
So
you.
hey, I'm over halfway there.
And it's only been half of a year.
Yeah,
Like that's
It's
a
doable.
solid. That's a solid 100 chapters a month,
Mhm.
which most people don't even read that much per month. Anyway, I'm so glad you're liking One Piece. Like
it's a blast,
it's a
nonstop.
Yes,
I think
you know
Mango. I think you got to tune in on Sunday for the One Piece chat.
So the thing is, I have my YouTube app with the notification turned off, so I didn't know that the fangirls went. I don't know fangirls go live until or like I don't know that videos are uploaded until like
after the
until I wake up the next morning, and that goes not just for the Omnibus Collectors group, but for like every YouTube channel I follow. So here's what I'm gonna do is I've been off of social media for a while, but I have been working on myself to rejoin social media. So Kristen, once I am back on social media, we're gonna chat about One Piece.
Okay.
And like I can talk about One Piece for
In fact,
hours on end.
you got to join one of our shows now. Bring
Okay,
that
fine.
enthusiasm. Yeah,
From here on out, chat. I am a fangirl.
that's right.
Gamer
Another
girls and
crossover.
fangirls unite. There are no hot boys on the stream from now on. Let's take it from here.
Fangirls. I know there's a rain check because I've been asked many times, but I'm usually busy on Sunday, so I haven't been on. But yeah.
Yeah, we want you there someday.
Kristen, I don't have a life. I'll be there on Sunday. I got you.
So, gang, we talked a lot about books. I read a lot of books. My head's a mess right now from all the descriptions I read for you guys. So you can thank me later.
So,
but
Gio
most
does
of these books,
so much more than he's paid for.
most
Me and
of
Gio
these
talk
books,
about all these books off of Omnibros, and then he comes on Bros, and he's like, "This is all the stuff you guys should keep track of." Gio's the MVP. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Gio's the
Thank
MVP.
you.
That's right. And the other MVP is InStockTrades.com, where you can find most of the books we've talked about.
And the
Thank
third
you.
MVP is the Fangirls Live. They've been reviewing One Piece.
Yeah, if anyone is interested in that, it's the last Sunday of every month. That's when we're doing them.
Yeah.
Queens of every month. That's what I'm gonna say.
So yeah, InStockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts tack on an extra 2% to that. You can get your manga there, folks. Loyalty discounts tack on an extra 2% to that. Like I mentioned earlier, $50 or more in your collected editions gets you free shipping. Fantastic customer service and wonderful packaging, courtesy of InStockTrades.com, our wonderful sponsor. So, you are all the real MVPs. Thank you, Philip. Great show, guys. Have a great night. Likewise, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. God bless. Stay safe out there. You can catch me on my channel, A Week in Geekdom, where I talk about anime, comics, and manga. That's A Week in Geekdom. Subscribe if you can. And that's about it. Kristen, thank you so much for helping me out with this stream. I really do appreciate it. And it was a long time coming. I just kept forgetting to invite people. But
well, thanks for having me.
Hopefully you can make it to a discussion night, because that's usually a lot different. This time I'm just reading off 1,000 descriptions for everybody. And we didn't do hauls or anything, so I want to do a manga haul with you guys. But thank you.
That'd be great.
And Mango, I better see you on Fangirls participating.
If for some reason on this planet I am not on the next One Piece discussion on Fangirls,
Or the chat.
I'm quitting the internet.
No, don't quit the internet. You could be live on the chat.
No. I'm quitting the internet. Like Kristen, I'm holding you. All right.
Okay.
All right. We'll chat, Kristen. We got this.
Tell me where to bother you.
I'm just gonna DM
Later.
you my phone number right now. Okay. All right. Have a nice night, guys.
Hopefully that doesn't happen. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. Next stream on this channel will be Sunday for Omnibros. Are you going live on Sunday too?
Yes.
Kristen?
Later that night.
All right,
We'll be
perfect.
on.
So Sunday you're
I
getting a
will
double
literally
header
be there,
of awesome YouTube-ness. Thank you, everybody, for
regardless if
tuning in.
it's One Piece or not. Kristen, you and I are best
You're
friends.
just gonna show up. Okay.
We're best friends. You're never getting rid of me, girl. Okay, peace out, guys.
All right, take care, everybody. Stay safe.